Auto start-stop technology is being marketed as a fuel-saving miracle for diesel engines. But there's a darker side to this feature that they don't want you to know. While the fuel savings are real, the hidden costs and long-term consequences might outweigh any benefits, especially for diesel owners. Today I'm revealing the complete truth about auto start-stop systems on diesel vehicles. This technology creates problems that auto repair shops profit from, but rarely discuss upfront. Make sure to watch till the end because I'll reveal the specific diesel engine issue that makes start-stop particularly problematic, and why many diesel owners eventually disable this feature permanently. Okay, let's start with the marketing promises versus the real-world reality. The fuel savings myth. Manufacturers claim that auto start-stop can improve fuel economy by 3 to 10% in city driving conditions. For diesel vehicles, they often quote even higher savings due to diesel's efficiency at idle. These numbers sound impressive until you examine how they're calculated and what they actually mean in practice. The testing conditions used to generate these fuel economy improvements are highly optimized scenarios that rarely match real-world driving. The tests assume perfect conditions, moderate temperatures, brief stops, immediate restarts, and no accessories running. In reality, auto start-stop fuel savings are much smaller. Independent testing shows real-world improvements of 5% at best, and often less in challenging conditions. During hot summer days when air conditioning is running, or cold winter conditions when heating is needed, the system frequently disables itself, eliminating any potential savings. For diesel engines specifically, the savings are even more questionable. Diesels already consume very little fuel at idle compared to gasoline engines. A diesel engine idling consumes roughly 0.2 to 0.4 gallons per hour, depending on size and condition. In typical traffic light scenarios lasting 30 to 90 seconds, the actual fuel saved per stop is measured in fractions of ounces. When you factor in the fuel required for each restart, especially with a cold engine or in challenging conditions, the net savings become negligible or even negative. The hidden battery strain. Auto start-stop systems place enormous additional stress on vehicle batteries, and diesel vehicles face unique challenges that make this problem worse. Diesel engines require significantly more cranking power than gasoline engines due to higher compression ratios and greater internal resistance. A typical diesel engine needs 800 to 1,200 cold cranking amps to start reliably, compared to 400 to 600 amps for equivalent gasoline engines. Start-stop systems can trigger 10 to 20 additional engine starts per day in heavy traffic conditions. Each restart draws massive current from the battery, and diesels require this high current draw for longer periods due to their starting characteristics. To handle this increased demand, manufacturers use enhanced AGM batteries that cost significantly more than conventional batteries. These AGM batteries typically cost 40 to 100% more than standard batteries, and they still have shorter lifespans under start-stop conditions. Even with enhanced batteries, diesel start-stop systems often disable themselves when battery voltage drops below predetermined thresholds. This happens frequently in cold weather, or when batteries begin aging, essentially eliminating the system's functionality when you might need fuel savings most. Battery replacement intervals drop from 5 to 7 years down to 3 to 5 years under intensive start-stop use. Over the vehicle's lifetime, this can easily cost an extra $500 to $1,000 in battery replacements alone. The starter motor burden. Diesel engines put exceptional strain on starter motors even under normal circumstances, and start-stop systems multiply this stress exponentially. Standard starter motors are designed for approximately 30,000 to 50,000 start cycles over their lifetime. Start-stop systems can trigger 5,000 to 10,000 additional starts per year, potentially reducing starter motor life by 50% or more. Manufacturers have responded by installing heavy-duty starter motors rated for 200,000 to 300,000 start cycles. These reinforced starters are more expensive to purchase and replace, typically costing a lot more compared to for conventional starters. However, even these heavy-duty components face challenges in diesel applications. Cold starts are particularly demanding, and diesel engines often require extended cranking periods during start-stop restarts, especially if the engine hasn't reached full operating temperature. The frequent start cycles also generate more heat in the starter motor, leading to premature brush wear, armature problems, and solenoid failures. Many diesel owners report starter problems within 60,000 to 80,000 miles on vehicles with active start-stop systems. The oil pressure problem. This is the issue that makes start-stop particularly problematic for diesel engines, and it's rarely discussed in manufacturer literature. When a diesel engine shuts off, oil pressure drops to almost zero almost immediately. Modern diesel engines, especially those with turbochargers, rely on constant oil pressure to protect critical components like turbo bearings, high-pressure fuel pumps, and timing chain tensioners. Each time the start-stop system activates, these components experience a brief period without oil pressure during the restart sequence. While this period is short, it's repeated dozens of times per day in heavy traffic conditions. Turbochargers are particularly vulnerable because they continue spinning for several seconds after engine shutdown. But oil flow problems start. The repeated start-stop cycles don't allow sufficient time for proper turbo cooldown procedures. High-pressure fuel pumps in modern diesel engines also depend on engine oil for lubrication. These pumps operate at pressures exceeding 2,000 bars and are precision components with tight tolerances. Repeated oil pressure interruptions can accelerate wear and lead to expensive failures. The cumulative effect of thousands of oil pressure interruptions over the vehicle's lifetime likely contributes to accelerated wear of these critical diesel engine components. The real-world reliability issues. Despite manufacturers' improvements to start-stop systems, real-world reliability problems persist, especially in diesel applications. Cold weather operation is particularly problematic. Diesel engines are harder to start in cold conditions, and start-stop systems often struggle to restart quickly enough to avoid driver frustration. Many systems disable themselves entirely when temperatures drop below certain thresholds. The systems also have trouble with diesel engines that haven't reached full operating temperature. If you're making short trips or driving in stop-and-go traffic, the engine may never fully warm up, leading to rough restarts and extended cranking periods. DPF-equipped diesel engines face additional complications. Interrupted regeneration cycles due to start-stop operation can lead to incomplete soot burning and premature filter clogging. Many owners report increased DPF problems on vehicles with active start-stop systems. The electronic complexity of start-stop systems also introduces new failure modes. Sensors that monitor engine temperature, battery condition, brake vacuum, and dozens of other parameters can fail, causing the entire system to malfunction or disable itself. When start-stop systems fail, diagnostic and repair costs can be substantial. The systems integrate deeply with engine management, transmission control, and body electronics, making troubleshooting complex and expensive. Why manufacturers push start-stop technology? Understanding the business motivations behind start-stop technology helps explain why it's being implemented despite questionable benefits for diesel owners. Regulatory pressure is the primary driver. Fuel economy and emission standards continue to tighten globally, and manufacturers need every fraction of improvement to meet these requirements. Start-stop provides measurable improvements under laboratory test conditions, even if real-world benefits are minimal. The technology also allows manufacturers to advertise improved EPA fuel economy ratings, which influences consumer purchasing decisions and government fleet requirements. From a service perspective, start-stop systems generate additional revenue streams through more frequent battery replacements, starter motor repairs, and system diagnostics. Dealers can benefit from the increased maintenance requirements and component failures. There's also a perception factor. Start-stop technology makes vehicles seem more advanced and environmentally conscious, appealing to buyers who want to feel they're making responsible choices. The improvements that do exist. To be fair, start-stop technology has improved significantly over the past decade. Modern systems are more sophisticated and address some earlier problems. Battery management systems now monitor voltage, temperature, and charge state more accurately, disabling start-stop when conditions aren't optimal. This reduces the risk of failed restarts and extends battery life compared to early systems. Starter motors have been redesigned for start-stop duty with better heat dissipation, stronger solenoids, and more durable brushes. While still more expensive, they're more reliable than early start-stop starters. Engine management integration has improved, allowing better coordination between start-stop activation and engine operating conditions. The systems now consider factors like DPF regeneration status and turbocharger cooldown requirements. Some manufacturers have also implemented pre-lubrication systems that maintain oil pressure briefly after shutdown, addressing one of the major concerns with diesel applications. However, these improvements come at significant cost and complexity, and the fundamental issues with start-stop on diesel engines remain. The bottom line: the technology isn't inherently bad, but it's particularly poorly suited to the characteristics and requirements of diesel engines. The improvements manufacturers have made are real, but they don't fundamentally change the cost-benefit equation for most diesel owners. If you found this video informative, please like and share.